To be precise, it's the Imagine Staff Passage. A long time ago, all of this Arcadia was sealed inside a scroll painting. That's right. It's Planarcadia's must-see attraction. The portal entrance known as the Interplanar Jump. Though civilization has moved beyond the canvas, the world within the painting wasn't abandoned. Instead, it became part of life for both humans and strangelings. Come on, you two. Follow my lead, and let's dive into the Interplanar!
How did I turn into Pom-Pom?
Oh, wait. On closer inspection, you don't look exactly like Pom-Pom. I thought I was about to go to heaven. Are all these Imagine? That's right. This is Planarcadia, a world where strangelings roam freely, and a paradise woven from elation and wild imagination. That huge creature perched on the tower is staring right at us. Oh, it doesn't usually eat people, unless it spots pink hair. What's the matter with you? Jumping around and scaring people. That big fella is called a thunder coil. Don't worry. To him, we're just tiny ants on the ground. Not even enough to get stuck between his teeth. Thunder coil? With a name like that, shouldn't he be flying around making thunder and rain? Why is he just wrapped around the... Times have changed. The IPC issued a decree requiring Imagine to integrate into civilized society. Legally, they have the same rights as humans, which means they have to work too. What? Strangelings have to work too? That's life under IPC management. Who'd dare deny an imaginator? Now, the Thunder Coil amplifies TV tower signals, ensuring users worldwide can watch the station's broadcast. Oh, there's the big news about the Express arriving. Look! What's up with that billboard? What do you mean by looks like? That is you! Huh. The IPC is really pulling out all the stops to hype you guys up. Don't mind me saying this, but for every penny the IPC spends on you, they expect a return in the hundreds or thousands. You better watch your back. That's one of those giant robots Mr. Yang loves! What is that? A decapitated Intellitron? This is a new life form that was born after the last Phantom Moon Games. An Imagine called a Mechatron, created by the IPC. Yeah, that was 15 years ago. Wish power reaches its peak during the full moon. And so Imagine take this chance to multiply and thrive. Just like they say in documentaries. When spring arrives and nature awakens, it's mating season for the strangelings again. The novelty's probably worn off by now. Is that a dessert shop run by cats? Dreamless Coffee is a chain store owned by Cat Imagine. The coffee and desserts here are absolutely delicious. Comparing it to Himeko's handcrafted liquid bombs would be a bit unfair to this place.
Let me have a...
Are you two travelers from outer space? Welcome to Planarcadia. How's the situation in the cosmos these days? Oh my! If it isn't the heroes of the Astral Express! What an honor to meet you both. As Nameless, you must go on life and death adventures all the time, right? Would you like to keep smiling happily for...
Happy forever? Is that even possible? Yeah. If you keep eating sweets, at some point, they stop tasting as sweet as they used to.
If you're interested in learning more, I'll be around here. Feel free to come find me anytime. I'm from the Research Society of Crushing Workloads. Measly pay, demanding bosses. Turn on the TV, and all the bad news from across the cosmos hits you in the face. These are all enemies of happiness. Just like how the Astral Express defeated the Lord Ravager, we, the founders of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, have received divine revelation from the laughter and vow to help the residents of Planarcadia defeat these enemies of happiness and bring joy to everyone.
Every fool in the tavern says stuff like this when they get drunk. Listen, the laughter is talking to me.
Hey, you two. Interested in joining us? It would be such an honor for all our members if you could become part of our society.
Oh, gray hair March. Don't tell me you two are buying into her nonsense. This lady seems a bit off her rocker. Let's get out of...
Oh, is that so? That's a shame. But don't worry, I hope we can have another heart-to-heart someday.
Extra strong?
Oh, there's something on the traffic light. Should we check it out from the overpass?
Please do not take any pictures.
I've been wondering about this since we were at the station. These colorful little dumplings seem to be all over the street.
Ah, you must be tourists? Don't panic. Those are just little things we call Wispe. The tiny wishes that humans make every moment of the day can condense into Wispe. Some say these little creatures are proto-imaginae. They just never had anyone to give them forms, so they appear in the world in the simple...
They do look pretty adorable. Like little wiggly blobs of jelly. Probably shouldn't ask this, but...
They may be mischievous, but please don't hurt them.
Ugh! Eating random things off the street will give you an upset stomach.
This is so pretty, fam.
When the express passed through the skies, I saw it. That's the Phantom Moon, right? Legend has it the Laughter themselves painted it. But who's so? Does Aha really watch over those who attend the Phantom Moon games? Through this moon? Well, well. Didn't expect darling March and little gray hair to be interested in this Eonic game, too. Gray hair, you've come to the right person. Who could understand the elation better than masked fools? So, what aspect of the Phantom Moon games would you like to know about? Oh? Don't tell me our little drama in Penacony wasn't entertaining enough for you. Gray hair, let's drop it this time. I've been dealing with some minor issues lately. Oh, what kind of issues could possibly be bothering you? Don't tell me you're cooking up another crazy scheme. I'll keep you in suspense for now. So, where do you want to hang out next? Let's head this way. We can turn into the food street. They've got all sorts of goodies there. Click, click.
Huh?
I felt like someone was sneakily following us around for a while now. Looks like it was... What's this little thing's deal, huh? It's kinda dressed like you, isn't it? Not surprising at all. The Astral Express is quite the celebrity these days. Click, 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 click! Holy for Bowly! For Bobo Weekly Exclusive Scoop! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express caught in secret rendezvous with streamer Sparksy, seemingly to join forces for the Phantom Moon Games. Famous raccoon? Secret rendezvous with Sparksy? What is he talking about? Some tabloid journalist trying to stir up a juicy scandal, huh? They might both use cameras. But our darling March is way cuter than this paparazzi creep. Hey, I can speak for myself. Click, 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 click. Breaking news from Furbobo! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express openly claims Furbos can't be journalists, suspected of human supremacist ideology. Hey, don't write nonsense in your report. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and catch that thing. Can't catch me. Boom, 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 boom. I'm out of here. So, are we gonna kill the Furbo to silence it? Wait, what? Furbo! Transform! That little fella can transform into different things. Let's look around. My butt! Holy Furbolly! Finally, gotcha! Eat your dream!
Let's have a game of comic book.
Finally cornered this troublemaker. Delete those sneaky photos, and don't you dare write any of your made-up stories.
Where to escape now? For Bullitzer, may just be...
Whoa. Why did this guy suddenly get into a combat stance?
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
Stand in position.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Rhythm get messy.
My strength isn't what it was.
Set to the seas of blaze!
There's more to...
Firefly! Hit, hit, hit! Please, don't hurt this poor work. Weren't you acting all tough just now? You've got some nerve, sneaking photos of Miss Sparkle and the Astral Express.
I mistook you for someone else.
I thought you were that famous streamer. As for the Express's Great Raccoon,
We're all huge fans of the Great Raccoon. You see, I've even styled my whole outfit after your one.
now let's talk about compensation. Adding up emotional distress lost with...
$1 million? President Nihilux has already been behind on behind on every... Right now, I've got no money, and well, no life left to lose either.
Is this Nihilux you mentioned the president of your magazine publisher?
I have no idea. President Nihilux specifically warned us that if we got into trouble outside, we absolutely mustn't mention her name.
And here you are spilling all the beans on her.
Since I offended the Great Raccoon of the Express, I suppose we could settle this with some compensation.
Huh? Didn't you just say you had no money? What's with the sudden change of heart? This seems fishy.
My pockets are truly empty. However, regarding compensation, I implore the Great Raccoon to visit our Furbobo Weekly Magazine office. Here's my business card right here. It has the magazine's address and contact. Rest assured, President Nihilux will definitely present compensation that'll satisfy the Great Raccoon.
Ugh, darn it. It got away again. Make sure to come. Money can't buy entertainment this good. Since that scheming little Furbo's extended an invitation, might as well go check it out. Right now in Planarcadia, there are eyes following you everywhere. Just...
So, Sparkle, what's your angle in keeping tabs on us?
My darling March, you still doubt me. What about you, gray hair? Has all basic trust between people disappeared? What you should be worried about right now isn't me or that tabloid journal. Has the renowned Astral Express come to Planarcadia as tourists on vacation? Or are you here for the Eon's game, eager to share their authority? For the local residents, you're already in the spotlight. But if you decide to join this game, you'd better stay on your toes. There are quite a few people looking to join the Phantasmoon Games and become a supplicant. In their eyes, the Astral Express is the perfect prey. Among the folks I know, there's one who might become your ex. She's about to put on quite a show at the plaza up ahead. Wanna go check it out together?
These little Wispay are quite mischievous.
As lively as our darling March.
Hey, I'm being super well behaved here. Wow, so many gold coins!
Just some unclaimed wish power fragments. Pick them up when you find them. The Elation is naturally the most venerated deity here. However, people have their own different ways of practicing Elation. You've noticed those massive @ signs floating over there, haven't you? The IPC has built a comprehensive network in Planarcadia, letting people soak up entertainment around the clock. Word from the tavern is that the IPC wants to control this year's Phantasmoon Games. Though, they've been itching to do that for 15 years already. To us fools, those IPC folks are like a swarm of buzzing worker bees, tirelessly building their dome. The worst part is, these folks actually enjoy it. Their Elation is mind-numbingly boring. And even worse, this dull Elation has spread like a plague to every corner of Planarcadia. Come on in and feel it for yourself.
You aren't a dualman.
Planarcadia has enough entertainment to keep you busy until doomsday without repeating anything. But you know what's missing here? Real fun! What's the difference between being glued to the internet all day and being stuck in a dream? The Phantasmoon Games must not fall into the IPC's hands and be reduced to a business deal decided by internal bidding. It must not become just another bargaining chip in the power struggle between cosmic forces. She'll be here soon. Have some patience, gray hair. I witnessed the potential of the Trailblaze in Penacony. The sparks that fly when paths collide in Planarcadia. What surprises will you bring for the Elation? And there's also the preservation. The hunt. Don't you think that on the eve of the Phantasmoon Games, Planarcadia looks just like a card game among eons? If that. Friends, have you ever heard of Cosmicon Collective?
What's that?
It's the hottest trading card game in the world right now. Tons of people are playing it at the tavern, too. The cards feature legendary figures from across the universe, along with their power levels. Just roll the dice and compare numbers to see who's stronger and who's weaker. Why don't you take a guess? Gray hair, care to play cards with me? Think of it as a rehearsal for the Phantom Moon games, right here, at this tiny card table. If you beat me, I'll tell you the enemy's name. Maybe we can team up and take her on. As expected of you, Gray Hair, starting off with a bang. Since you won, this card is yours. If you want more cards, go chat with the card masters at the plaza. A streamer who's about to go live at the plaza. That's right. She's your enemy. This streamer, just like you, has been seeking a chance to join the Phantom Moon games.
That little trouble you've gotten yourself into. It's her, isn't it?
Darling March, I just can't escape your sixth sense, huh? She's our common...
Oh, there she is! That woman who stuffed me in the trash can! She's right there!
Everything we leave behind in... Now that the IPC guide is here, the tavern guide will be on her way.
So, you really weren't sent by the IPC to, well...
quality time together is always so short. Remember this well. For all supplicants who join the Phantasmoon Games, whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantasmoon.
Is this some kind of riddle?
Remember this little riddle? You might need it when we meet again.
Finally, found you guys.
You wouldn't happen to be the guide the IPC assigned to us, would you, Mr. Scott?
That's exactly right. We meet again, bosses. After the Holy Grail War back in Penacony, Mr. Aventurine graciously offered me a chance to turn over a new leaf by working for the Strategic Investment Department. And as it happens, Madame Pearl wanted to find someone who got along with the Express crew to be a guide. So I was assigned this important task. But just before I came to start my job today, someone suddenly knocked me out cold. And when I woke up, I found myself stuffed in a trash can. That's right. It was that woman who kidnapped you just now. When I catch her, I'll make her pay until she's completely broke.
Sparkle is way more lovable than this one here.
I knew it! You don't want to see my despicable face! I, Scott, totally understand your frustration. As long as you're safe and sound, that's all I care about. So, dear bosses, would you like to grab a bite to eat, keep playing around here, or perhaps enjoy my latest animal impersonation act, huh?
Mr. Scott's dedication to his work is so intense. It's almost...
Enemy? Not on my watch. Anyone who wants to harm my esteemed bosses will have to first step over my dead body. Oh, that's not really appropriate, is it? Not that I'm refusing your request. I can play too. I mean, I'm quite a card player myself. But I'm on duty right now, and I was assigned to be your guide, not your card buddy. Now, you see that card player over there? You can go chat with him instead. At your command, your
The annoying guy is finally gone. Let's head into the plaza and see what fun stuff they've got.
Lady Sparksy's stream should be starting soon!
Sparksy? That Furbo from just now mentioned that name too. What's her relation?
Oh! There's someone who doesn't know the great Lady Sparksy? I smell a new fan in the making!
Would you mind introducing this?
I am so glad I get to introduce Lady Sparksy to those who don't know her. She's the cutest live streamer in Planarcadia and our savior. The first thing I do after work every day is wait for her. She's about to start streaming right here in this plaza. Stay with us and we can all enjoy her. Oh, the life. Oh, you.
Hello? Hello? Oh, my lovely fans. Sorry.
We can hear you, Spark!
Has everyone been working hard today? Did everyone eat?
A full belly makes a happy heart!
Has everyone been treating me with lots of love?
Forever devoted to Lady Sparksy!
Something's off. Why do I sense my old model's aura on some people in the audience today? Oh boy. She must be Let's see. Which naughty ones went to me? Isn't this the gray hair my old model always talks about? Teaming up with her to deal with me? What a jerk! Her favorite toy is mine now. Let's Foxicle give you a proper makeover.
Huh? My outfit changed? Are you the enemy that Sparkle mentioned? What exactly is your relationship with Sparkle?
Did that useless old model send you to save her? Or is she hoping that you join the Fantasmoon Games? Not bad. So my little pets managed to escape from their electronic cage. Looks like my dear, lovely fans. Those two bullies want to hurt me. Please, everyone, protect your beloved Sparksicle, won't you?
Get those baddies! Get those...
Hey, we mean no harm. Okay. No harm. Talk this out. Isn't that exactly what the IPC loved to say when they took over Planarcadia? You're all cut from the same cloth. You want to control the game that the laughter left for this world. Just like the ceremony left by the Master Revelation must not be defiled by the likes of you. And you've got us all wrong! Bringing the fun back to the Fantasmoon Games. That's the Masked Fool's unequivocal, my dearest, cutest fans. Let's get this party...
In the name of Sparksicle, we hereby declare you are guilty! Arrest them immediately! Arrest them immediately! Arrest!
Set the sea so free!
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Do your thing, Sparksicle! We'll crush all the haters for you!
Oh, darn it! She's rallying her fans to attack us!
Stand down! Everyone, don't move a muscle. Imagine you're under arrest for breaking the law. Passengers of the Astral Express. I'm an officer from the Department of Aberration Defense. Don't worry. She won't be able to—
You meddlesome fool! Officials have no right to interfere with the supplicant's actions during the Fantasmoon.
Only those who possess a mask can be called supplicants. You're just one of thousands of troublemakers in this land who claim to be joining the Fantasmoon Games while actually— Planarcadia is a society governed by law. Any act that violates the law, even if done in the name of the Phantasmoon Games, will be severely punished by the Department of Aberration Defense.
Severely punished? You are just a lapdog of the IPC, yet you're still so full of pride. That's That's exactly what I'm saying. Planarcadia under the IPC's rule is boring as hell. Even the Phantasmoon Games have turned into some kiddie playdate for all the goody two-shoes. Nameless, you're free to go for now. But I'll be keeping my eyes on next time we meet. I'll turn you into devoted fans. I'll make you.
Escaped, huh? Excuse me. I'd like to have a word with you two. Thank goodness we made it in time. Otherwise, things could have turned out pretty badly.
Don't worry. March and I don't get hurt that easily.
By saying things could have turned out pretty badly, I meant you and Miss March knocking out all of her fans.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Let me introduce myself again. I'm Kuchiba, an officer from the Department of Aberration Defense.
We don't need to introduce ourselves, do we? Miss
Of course. The newspapers, TV channels, they've all been reporting on you non-stop. Police dog? Ah, you mean those Wufei. They're legitimate law enforcement officers, and some of them have even more experience than... However, as a staff member of the Department of Aberration Defense, I have some special privileges that allow me to request...
If I'm not mistaken, was it Mr. Scott?
So that's the name of that high and mighty IPC specialist. This... Mr. Scott believed he wasn't dealing with ordinary criminals, but with masked fools, which required decisive action. So, a phone call was immediately made to the Department of Aberration Defense.
Well, it's not surprising. But what do we do now? Our guide ran off, and we got into a fight with Sparksy's fans. I guess our shopping plans for today are down. Should we give Himeko a call and fill her? I guess you're right.
No need to rush, you two. I bet you haven't tried the local delicacies yet, have you? How about this? I'll take you both to grab a bite nearby. That way, you can kill some time while waiting for your friend.
Oh, yay! My stomach's been growling like crazy!
Color reproduction, 96.2%. Brushstroke reproduction, 93.6%. Conclusion. On the fifth, this forgery can now be considered the authentic piece.
Yet you still seem dissatisfied. Tell me, what troubles you? Is it that less than 4% margin of error? Or something beyond the numbers?
I'm grappling with a quality that defies measurement. Artistry. It is the prerequisite for becoming the steward of this Arcadia.
But you already are its steward. Diamond will remember that you only took 6 months to claim that title.
It was 5 months and 15 days. Empty titles mean nothing. In Planarcadia, political influence carries limited weight. To add a stroke to this artwork, one must first understand...
I know you. This is the conclusion, not the cause. The piece before you, Worldbreaker Waves, is a relic from one of the civilizations in Ahatopia's history. The final work left behind by Graphia, the ancestral painter of ancient Benzai Tengoku. Legends, you want to know how she did it?
I will not deny it. People call her achievements a miracle, meaning its true nature remains unknown. In other words, it is an unexplored market. Understanding comes first, then investment. That is the natural order.
Perhaps this is why Diamond chose you. An Intellitron devoted to results and efficiency. Cast into a realm sustained by imagination. The 10 Stonehearts await a metamorphosis. May you find your own pearl in this strange and dazzling sea.
Thank you, but my mission is to oversee the progress of the Phantom Moon Games. Personal growth is not part of the task. Jade, allow me to point this out. The 10 Stonehearts are 10 independent decision-makers. Your attempts to bind people together will only prove counterproductive and bring needless loss. As always, I follow the optimal choice. Neutrality. That is also my answer to Obsidian.
A flawless reply. Your cool logic is always captivating.
Lady Pearl, that Express Navigator has come to see you.
It seems we no longer have the leisure to speak of art.
This is all I have to say. Tell Diamond, I will fulfill my duty of strategic investment. Send the guests in.
Both of you, please, come in.
Forgive the sudden visit, and thank you for receiving us.
It is not sudden. In my deductions, a visit from the Express crew was an optimal choice for achieving effective communication. I am glad. Everything is proceeding smoothly.
To skip the formalities would be best. I imagine that, at your core, you're already well aware of our purposes.
I know that you have come for the Anti-Destruction Alliance. The probability of refusing the proposal stands at 91.2%. Can you tell me why? That is a reasonable concern. Allow me to present data that is often overlooked. In the past 2 eras, 1,263 planets have joined the Pan-Cosmic Trade System, and 63% of them have preserved their native civilizations. This is the result of the Strategic Investment Department's work. Planarcadia is one such world. On this land, the preservation and the elation coexist in harmony.
That remains open to debate.
I recognize that throughout this war against the destruction, every participant may experience moments of doubt or retreat. But, based on extrapolations, we believe by following the route of the Trailblaze and building upon the framework of the preservation, we shall gather the manpower of the harmony, the computational strength of the erudition, and the military might of the hunt. The threat of the destruction will ultimately be eliminated. Hesitation breeds instability, and instability makes us vulnerable. And our enemies will exploit every crack to break us apart.
Your point is valid, but allow me to note one error. That number, 91.2%, is inaccurate.
Then, is the probability of rejection 100% in your eyes?
No, it is 0%. Interestingly, the difference between 0 and 1 is also only a matter of perspective. We did not come to refuse the notion. On the contrary, the Astral Express seeks to work with you.
This outcome exceeds my extrapolations. Tell me, Was it a change in your emotion that led you both to shift your decision?
No. Actually, your earlier perspective inspired me. The IPC deals with powers that command billions of lives in this cosmic game of cards. The Express had always been insignificant compared to them. We've simply been earnestly trailblazing and exploring all this time, trying to help worlds in crisis. Now it is this earnestness that has drawn many to journey with the Express, while the Nameless's simplicity assures our friends that they will not be consumed and lose their sense of self. That is why we came to you, Miss Pearl. Please set aside your role as one of the 10 Stonehearts and imagine this possibility. To fight against the destruction, there is no need for an alliance. What we need is to stand by each other. The IPC may not stand as an ally of the Express, nor might the Strategic Investment Department. But you can. Work with the Harmony. Calculate alongside the erudition. Help aim the arrows of the hunt. And build the steadfast shield of the preservation.
Then, what part does the Trailblaze wish to play in all this?
We shall become the sail.
The ship's sail? That sounds no different from my former proposal. Interesting. Logic reminds me that those words you spoke are little more than rhetoric. However, I will follow the optimal decision. Neutrality.
You mentioned that the IPC has never changed Planarcadia, and it still follows the path of elation. But in my eyes, Planarcadia has not been altered because it still has value. Just like the Astral Express. The IPC intends to use the Phantom Moon games to reach out to an Eon and draw them in. Am I right?
That involves classified information. I have no comments. However, since Miss Himiko is open to cooperation, I can share more within reasonable limits. This way, guests.
A place in the world in canvas, called the Phantom Moon Courtyard.
This ancient tree has stood for 1,000 years, blooming only on the eve of the games. According to ancient texts, this is the heart of the Phantom Moon Games ceremony. 8 masks, 8 supplicants. When people don the ancient masks in the near future, the altar will also reveal the masks' forms. Then, the games shall begin. I've been told, Miss Himiko, that Graphia's blood courses through your veins. The messenger of the hunt is here as well at this moment. This ceremony, to compete for the elation, is but a reflection of cosmic politics. In that case, why not use the result of the Phantom Moon Games to decide whether the Express will become a sail or a banner?
We'll consider your proposal. However, To take part in the games, one must have a mask of elation. I assume the IPC has prepared for that.
As of now, the number of masks I possess is 3. With more time, I could obtain even more. In all of history, no one has conceived of a unified command of all supplicants and masks, let alone accomplished that feat. But this time, the IPC intends to regulate the games with our resources and influence.
It is not unusual for visitors from beyond the sky to join the Phantasmoon Games, but the IPC actually seeks to control the entire thing? The Eon of Elation is famed for unpredictability. Miss Pearl, you must take care. This is a word of caution.
It is precisely because AHA is so mercurial that such an elated attempt has a chance to succeed.
Pardon the interruption, Madam Pearl.
The guide you dispatched has sent word. The masked fools have stirred up trouble, attacking him and the express guests. They were separated in the chaos.
That is not surprising. Those masked fools have long kept the IPC in their sights. It seems the Phantasmoon Games have begun, regardless of the Express's choice.
I'll get in touch with those two kids. Miss Pearl, Welt and I must take our leave now, for the sake of security.
Are you both leaving already? I had another plan in mind. To speak with Miss Himiko about the art history of ancient Benzai Tengoku. Especially your ancestors' final work, World Breaker Waves, and her unparalleled mastery of imagenesis art.
I'm counting on you, Welt.
Mr. Yang, please accept this gift before you leave. You misunderstand. To offer the nameless something so mundane would be far too discourteous. Please, open this case first, and see for yourself. I am aware. Mr. Yang has an expert understanding of robotics. I chose this gift especially for you, and I hope it pleases you.
Graphia Academy? What kind of place is that?
It is a school that trains artists, and it's quite well known in this world.
Oh, we need to wait for someone there? Do you know the way, Miss Kuchiba?
Allow me to guide you both and ensure your safety along the way.
Wow. This path to school, lined with falling blossoms? It's such a youthful feeling. Definitely worth a photo.
Yes, quite a few TV dramas have been filmed here.
I imagine it is perfect for those classic series.
This is Graphia Academy. You can wait for your companions here. Oh, and to prevent further surprises, I have already informed your guide of your situation. Here is my contact info. If you encounter any problems during the Phantasmoon Games, you may reach me at any time.
Thank you so much, Miss Kuchiba. Sorry, we're here. Let's check in with Mr. Yang first and see where he... Mr. Yang still hasn't replied? Shall we find a place with better reception? How about heading inside the school to take a look? No way. I was just thinking, isn't this Big Sis Himiko's alma mater? The school lobby. It looks exactly like what I've seen in animations. Too bad neither of us ever went to a real school. If only we could taste a bit of hay. How about we sneak in and pretend to be... Well, since we can't contact Mr. Yang yet, why don't we stroll around and keep an eye out for him? Maybe he's already here somewhere.
I heard Sparky has some big news to announce.
Come here, quick! Look at this wave. It's so spectacular. It won't suddenly come crashing down and drench us, will it? Wait, this is painted too? The painter's name is even stated next to it. Graphia. Who's that?
March 7th and Company. Your transfer procedures have been completed. Please proceed to the dean.
Transfer? Let's go take a look.
two in. Senior, and not even bowing. How rude. Wait, you. Why do you two look so familiar? It feels like someone...
Now I know it's definitely the real Scott. Where did we get Well, I don't want to go to the same school with someone like... Mr. Yang, you're here... that was Scott. Where did he go? Wait... Why did you... What's this transfer business?
Well, starting from today, you two are officially transferring to this academy to begin your brand new school life.
Sparksy!
Yoo-hoo! My good classmates, we meet again.
What are you doing here?
What news on the net could possibly escape the all-knowing digital fairy Sparksicle? Of course! As of this moment, I have taken over this school and become its acting. After all, this school is filled with fans who watch my streams. A little cognitive adjustment is... Why the hostile stares? All right, relax. How about forgetting the Fantasy games for instead? Throw yourselves into a carefree,
Oh no! Wake up! Wake up! The teacher's here! Idiot! The dean has had their eyes on you for a...
The artist qualification exam is right around the corner, and some students are still...
Silence! How dare you call the dean by name? Do you have no respect for... For you stands an online streamer, a singer-songwriter, a trendsetter of internet culture, a rising star in education, and the masked fool among masked fools. Show some respect.
It's fine, Scott. Thank you for standing up for the teacher. Such strong willpower. No wonder that outdated model wanted you in the Phantasmoon games. Too bad you crossed paths with them. Soon you'll be just like these students. All of you will be turned into my little... Students, today is campus cleanup day, so help Dean Sparksy find that thing. Search places like the archive room from top, and teachers are all required to pitch in as well. If anyone spots that truant teacher, be sure to tell me.
If not for Miss Sparksy, I would have beaten you to a pulp right...
Scott, it has been 2 years since that baseball club incident. Are you...
Easy for you to say. If it weren't for this one, I would already have made my mark at the school sports meet. That jerk crushed my base... Huh? What do you mean, that's it? Were you planning something even worse for me? Just last week, when I was about to confess my feelings, you folded my love letter into a paper airplane. And when I tried to fish it out, the girls in class completely misunderstood me. Listen up. I'm here to challenge you to a duel. After school today, I will be waiting on the roof. You two, out of my way!
School students? What in the world is going on here?
My dear classmate, you're acting kind of strange today. You stumped me there. At our age, what else could we be but students? Don't tell me. Did the pressure of school make you lose your actually, we just got our class photo. Look, This is our class photo. Does it bring anything back? That's me!
I mean the other one. That girl with pink hair and long ears?
Who was that again? Is she really someone in our class? Or just some... anyway. Let me introduce the people everyone knows. See this guy? That's Scott. The one who argued with you earlier. He lost a bet with you and had to bark like a dog. That drew the attention of some strays that chased him down, so he twisted his ankle while running and missed the school sports meet. Look! The dean is in this photo too, and so is Mr. Yang, our homeroom and his...
Yeah, I think that...
Remember that night we snuck into the archive room to retrieve the camera we left behind? And that time we've shared so many wonderful memories in this...
Yeah, I think that did happen. No wonder...
See? I knew you'd remember! Nothing... With graduation just around the corner, my classmate. Is there... Huh. This teacher seems to have taken the day off. Hey, I was asking what else you want to do with the little
Right. Found Miss Dolly. What was I supposed...
Anyway, even though our time at school is running out, we still have the chance to... Many adults only start to regret once they step into society. Longing to return to those carefree school days. But time does not go back. How does the saying go? Youth is fleeting.
Who exactly was I supposed to find?
Yeah! Waste your youth with me. If we don't waste it now, it'll be too late.
I have so many things I want to do. Where should I start? Should I head to class, deal with Scott, or just wander around?
Remember to return the art supplies to their rightful place after use. Otherwise, you'll... Remember to return the art supplies to their rightful place after use.
Scott says he wants to duel me on the rooftop. Why not take the side path first? See if there's an app. Ambush. I can jump even higher now.
I've explained it to you so many times already. They're jealous of me. Jealous of my passion for you. So she set me up on purpose, making me into what you girls call the maniac of the swirling water. You have to believe me, Lakshmi.
Finally, the perfect chance.
Oh, Lakshmi, stop tormenting me like...
Scott, did it ever occur to you that the gray-haired human you say is so jealous of you might actually want to possess you? After all, we girls know these little schemes best.
Someone else hiding in the shadows!
Lakshmi?
Scott, weren't you the one who called me to the rooftop?
Huh? Scott, did you deliberately get this gray-haired human to come here just to spite me?
No! I cannot rest until I teach an idiot like you a lesson! All of you!
Fight to live! Enjoying yourself?
Take your position.
Firefly sets in the seas ablaze!
Hey, why aren't you getting in on this yourself, Scott?
This is justice by numbers! Understand the rules of the
Attack detected! Eternal. Fire sets in the seas ablaze!
All right, it's over! My campus romance! And the gang I built with my own hands! Quiet! I need to calm.
That's Scott. We found Mr. Yang in the dean's office, but Sparksy suddenly popped out. But why did we come to see?
Yeah. What?
Remember how Sparksy kept ordering students to rummage through every corner of the school? Students, today is campus cleanup day. So help teams. Maybe we should check out the archive room.
I heard from the math teacher. The fitness club's looking for new members.
We have all the equipment we need. And the
Oh, did the dean send you here? Seriously, leaving us here to do all the work is... What's going on? Not paying attention in class is bad enough, but you don't even listen to the teacher's instructions. Have you seen a mask with a smile on it? The teacher told us to...
Mac.
What a coincidence! I'm here for the same thing! Get to work already.
Do you know which teacher is Miss Dolly?
How should I put this? She is such a unique woman. Super unique. Once you meet her, you will never forget what she looks...
Whoa. How beautiful.
Huh? Beauty and Miss Dolly have nothing to do with each other. If you have any group photos or faculty event pictures, I can point her out to you. But seriously, are you going to help me with this work?
March, didn't you show me a group photo earlier?
I have a class photo right here. But it only shows 2 teachers.
Seriously? There are 3 teachers in this photo. Isn't Miss Dolly right here?
Wait, that's Miss...
She's a charm doll? Probably the teacher who's worked the longest out of the entire staff. Wait, don't tell me you've never taken her Imagenesis class.
I finally remember. Darn it. That wretched Sparksy had us running in... 2 years? Wait. Even those 2 years, but all the pain of studying felt so real. 2 years of studying were nothing but an illusion. Now that we know what Miss Dolly... Miss Dolly has vanished. Either she's been captured, or she's active... I'll show Sparksy how the power of the remembrance should really be. Even though Miss Dolly is in hiding, we can still capture her lingering memories. Follow the trail of these memo sprites. We're getting real close. There's a fragment of Miss Dolly's memory here.
No danger detected. But never let your guard down.
I got a photo of...
That's Sparksy. She's not really the dean at all, is she? What are her intentions? She is sealed off the Imagenesis classroom. Can't let her...
Found it. Let's go.
The door to this classroom... It's locked. Just a second. Better look for another way in. Miss Dolly?
Give up. I will never hand over what she entrusted to me to outsider. That imposter dean outside is...
That's right. The masked fool Sparksy pulled off a takeover of the Academy. It took me so much work to find you. I'm one of the nameless on the Astral Express. And right now, I'm the only one who could protect you.
The Astral Express? Indeed. I read about its arrival in Planarcadia in the papers, and saw it on TV recently. Since you claim to be Himiko's friend, answer a few questions about her. With your answers...
I'm ready.
What kind of coffee is Himiko best at...
Wait a second. How could you ask such a question? Don't you know her coffee is absolutely undrinkable?
Looks like you've suffered from it yourself. Then here's the second question.
What kind of people does Himiko hate the most?
A real chatterbox with a silver tongue. Word is, she even managed to kick a nameless off the Express because of that.
I may not know much about her time on the Express, but that does sound just like the bossy vibe she had back. Very well, I can almost trust you. The final question. Himiko experienced the greatest regret of her life during her time at this...
Who knows? Could it be about that time she got a stylish short haircut to keep up with the trends?
She actually told you that story. It seems you really are her friend.
Huh? Did I really get played by that guy?
It isn't that you were wrong. Perhaps Himiko never told you. Now that I think about it, she might never bring herself to share the thing she regretted most. Must be what happened 15 years ago. Since you've proved that you're Himiko's friend, I will give it to you.
Wait, if you're right next to me, then who's this?
Thank you, Miss Dolly.
The mouse is mine now!
What? I actually let my... You two came.
Sorry, Miss Dolly. Darn it! Sparksy got ahead of us again! That man with glasses seems to have no issues with becoming a teacher. Once I took your forms and chatted with him, I got everything I wanted to know. Sometimes trust among companions can be cool. Now you've done it. Swapping avatars is as easy as slipping on a shirt for a streamer. Most people only care about appearances anyways. Isn't that right? You have really made me angry. She can't run away anyway. Woohoo! Congratulations! But the mask of elation that has been worn is like a clip movie ticket. It only belongs to the one who used it first during the Ventus Wing Games. Seems you're complete... What? Astral Express out! Now then, it is time to treat my fans. You two will stay and witness my Sparksicle. This will be a spectacle that shakes all of Planarcadia to... You don't need to know the program list, because I will erase the last residues of resistance and hostility in your hearts. And my dear fans, time to prepare. Carry off these two noisy haters for now. I have more important work. My dear fans, be charmed by me. Fight for me. Give me all your joy, sorrow, and obsession. Give me every last drop of it. Give me your wish power. Set to the seas of peace.
My purpose is...
This is more than a battle.
All these hands, they're far too strong.
If this continues... Who are you?
Some value, I suppose.
Set to the seas of peace.
Is this?
Hey there, my sweetest fans! The mission of finding the mask and Miss Dolly has been... But Just moments ago, a gray-haired, black-hearted hater slipped into the academy, plotting something dreadful against Sparksicle. I am so scared. Where could she be hiding in the school? Please?
Everyone, let us drag that in. They will not be able to hide for long. Hiding won't save you.
Have you reached the end of your...
This pink-haired person. I remember now. She's the fox.
So you actually managed to remember. Seems like this is what they call in comics a fateful encounter. You stumble into a bit of trouble and I will happen to show up here. Hey, come a little closer, will you? Come closer. Even closer. Don't be so scared. I don't mind. Oh, shoot. I think I'm stuck inside. Give me a hand.
What is this place?
Two nameless came through here a few hours ago and asked the exact same question. I'll use their answers to reply to you. This is a place in the world in Canvas, known as the Phantasmoon Courtyard. According to ancient texts, this is the heart of the Phantasmoon Games ceremony. Oh, and one of those nameless is playing the part of a teacher at the school. Oh dear, was that a spoiler? Greetings, protagonist.
Just call me the Nameless.
Technically, everyone is the protagonist of their own story. But you are different. You are the protagonist of the Fluffy Across the Blue, aren't you? Galactic baseball raccoon? You do not really look like a raccoon. I forgot to introduce myself. You can call me Evanessia. Gracie? The first supplicant wearing a mask has appeared. The Phantasmoon Games will soon begin. Do you seriously mean you've never read it? The comic that has taken this world by storm? It is inspired by the adventures of the Astral Express, telling the tale of cute little animals riding a train across the cosmos. Fluffy Across the Blue. Of course. This is Planarcadia. Any story can be turned into a comic in here. You are such a curious one. You were fleeing for your life a moment ago, yet now you can talk so casually about such nonsense. Is that really what matters right now? Still, that sense of ease.
It is entertaining. Since you managed to amuse me for a moment, I will grant you a little aid. So, you are hiring a killer? That will not do. The story is meant to stay wholesome. I can see it in your eyes, Miss Raccoon. He will not accept defeat. That resolve is interesting. There will always be foolhardy supplicants donning the mask in these ancient Phantasmoon Moon games, laying before the Phantasmoon Moon their madness, fancies, and humor. They would weave schemes to slay monsters descending upon this planet from beyond the sky, steal the laughter of the gods, to forge blades that could split mountains. Would such entertaining individuals have not appeared for ages? Perhaps you have a chance to become one of them? After all, you are the protagonist. I can lend you a little power, but an equal price is required. Otherwise, it would violate the rule. You must defeat the enemy who pursued you here within the next day and night. If you fail, your soul will be enslaved by her for all eternity. Do you accept? Then it is done. Phantasmoon Moon above and sacred tree below. Witness this oath at this moment. As constant as the vault of heaven, as certain as the moon's rise. Let it be never forsworn. Now come, let me make you more of a protagonist. Yes, that's it. Change!
Huh? Where's this?
Gray hair, are you all right? I've been watching you from the start, waiting for the right moment to step in and help. Sadly, then you and Darling March wandered right into that school of bad omens. That was when I realized things had slipped out of my hands. So tell me, what happened?
Is this the Mask of Elation that grants entry?
What do you think? Call your companions on the Express ASAP. Or, since this is a civilized society, you could try phoning the Security Bureau. But these matters are obviously far beyond what they can do. They say that no one... Gray hair, you are so naive. You've been to countless worlds. When the skies collapse and the end draws near, the Phantasmoon Games are nothing less than a ceremony set down by the Master of Elation. Amazing miracles always appear in the world after every game ends. Perhaps you have heard this question. If the world's science and technology could leap forward by 100 years at the cost of a single kitten's life, would you kill the kitten? Natural disasters, traffic accidents, sudden illnesses. The number of deaths from such causes in this world could fill a small city every day. The Phantasmoon Games are just erasing one school from the map. You probably want to ask whether the worth of human lives can truly be calculated in that way in this ceremony, where we surrender that cost to purchase the future. No one knows. Whatever. This is not the time to debate over ethics. Gray hair, are you gonna save Darling March and Mr. Yang?
The hour grows late, Miss Pearl. Matters regarding the Express demand our attention.
Be it the Alliance or the Phantasmoon Games, if you seek deeper cooperation, my doors remain open.
Then, I shall take my leave.
How intricate human social interaction models are. My extrapolations still cannot account for the full strategy tree of the Astral Express.
Master, General Yao Guang of the Xianzhou Yuchui is here to see you. Shall we have her wait?
No. The Xianzhou will also become a key ally. Only through enough contact and emulation can we hope to comprehend their methods and strategies. Conclusion. I don't think I'll be able to keep copying the painting for the rest of today.
What?
I am the Honorary Dean of the Omniscience Sapientia Academe, Master of the Decalite Reflection Barrier, bearer of the Xianzhou's intangible cultural heritage, the Sparrow-Shaped Fist, and the Seer Strategist, General Yao Guang. Thank you for seeing me despite your busy schedule, Madame Pearl.
For a moment, I nearly mistook your words as a fault in language processing. I believed you had brought the entire delegation inside.
Few Intellitrons in the cosmos have a sense of humor. I have heard that, like that genius, you are one of the many wonders wrought by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum. Meeting you in person far outshines your reputation. Madame Pearl, seeing how you have a calculating look, and with your heart pristine and your outer form so dazzling, I could not help but cast a divination for you. The hexagram lies between fire and heaven, demonstrating a bountiful harvest with your fortunes lying at the zenith or even beyond.
I have no training in divination. General, may I ask you to interpret it?
Then let me speak in terms even an Intellitron can follow. I extrapolated your fortune using the Xianzhou's predictive algorithms. The result is 101111, a sign of great blessing. If you treat others with sincerity, abundance will follow.
I have long heard of the Arbiter General's legends. The strategy of General Jing Yuan. The courage of General Fei Xiao. The ingenuity of General Hua Yan. Often, I have wondered, what kind of figures are the Xianzhou generals who remain away from the public eye? Meeting General Yao Guang today, I cannot help but think that, with such beauty, you should step into the light more often.
Looks like you've studied the words of the Xianzhou well. You've even learned the art of provocation. You praise the others for their individual and unique talents, yet when it comes to me, the only thing you had to say was beauty.
Do not misunderstand me, General. To me, beauty is the rarest of treasures, and the most fragile to preserve. Besides, intel on you is truly scarce. It is quite difficult for me to find ways to compliment you. But what I do know is, the Yuchui is the think tank of the Xianzhou ships, and its general is the master of all diviners. Speaking purely of deciding the course of affairs, no one is better suited than you to cast the Xianzhou Alliance's vote on whether to join the Anti-Destruction Alliance. So, General, what is your decision in this?
This topic is far too great for me to decide on a whim. But as a gift and to complement the respective gaps in our knowledge, allow me first to offer you a piece of vital intelligence. And with it, I ask the IPC to show sincerity beyond empty words.
I do not follow your logic. With the threat of the destruction looming, what need is there for further reasons to cooperate?
Set a mighty foe as a common goal. Convince former enemies to turn allies, then devour them in turn. Such feats are hardly rare in the IPC's annals of glory.
I understand. The Xianzhou questions the IPC's sincerity.
It would be better to say we ask the IPC to demonstrate its sincerity. Courtesy demands reciprocity, and the intel I now offer you is both urgent and weighty.
Question. What could be more important at this moment than forming the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
Nanook won't erase the universe in the next few days, but someone else might destroy Planarcadia within that time. You have heard of Blade, the Stellaron hunter, right?
The IPC has long placed a great bounty on his head, though I have never laid eyes on him.
The Yuchue recently intercepted a report. Styling himself as Xianzhou's #1 assassin, this man accepted a contract from the Sinwish Syndicate, a local organized violence group. I do not know his exact aim here, but he is a major criminal of the Xianzhou. He is guilty of the 10 unpardonable sins and is a formidable fighter, with few able to match him. As General of the Yuchue, I will take it upon myself to bring him in before he can cause disaster here.
This planet, Ahatopia, is part of the Pan-Cosmic Trade System, and Blade is a wanted criminal of the IPC. Since he has set foot here, he falls under its law. General Yao Guang, is the sincerity you seek for us to capture this man and deliver him into the hands of the Xianzhou?
I hear the Phantom Moon Games are about to begin, with the entire nation awaiting it with bated breath. I imagine you will also find it hard to extract yourself from the festivities. If this cursed man were to quietly depart on his own at this time, would that not be a perfect outcome for all?
This is my understanding. You wish for the right to act freely within Planarcadia.
Apart from this cooperation, what better proof of sincerity could there be before we join forces against the destruction?
Deal. What I do not doubt. The might of an Arbiter General. However, I do doubt. Will the Xianzhou's #1 assassin truly leave without a commotion? By my extrapolations, even without accounting for the guidance of Destiny's slave, the probability of capturing a single Stellaron hunter is less than 9.8%.
Not even 10%. As a diviner, that's not how I see probability. Even if the chance of success is only a coin toss, once I enter the fray myself, I always treat it as a 100% certainty.
Is that even a question? 100%. Of course. In other words, there will be no survivors. anyone who recognizes my face. I will not let them off, even if they hide at the ends of the world. I was willing to make an exception when I was hired by your gang's leader, but I see you folks are not interested in accepting my goodwill.
Not that I don't trust you, but you know the rules of the trade. You hire someone to do a job, you gotta see what they're made of first.
People say that the Lords of Hell are easy to deal with, but their underlings are the real trouble. If a group's underlings don't know their place, even their masters may not be safe. So, since the mighty Sinwish Syndicate gang actually had the guts to hire the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, I guess you are also ready for destruction. Years of wandering have given me nothing but exhaustion, and I have finally come to know how harsh the road of life truly is. Impersonating the Xianzhou's #1 assassin. Madame Yao, you really stuck me with a wonderful task.
Please take great care during this mission, Miss Tingyu. If any misfortune should befall you, I would have no way to answer to your Helm Master Yukong.
You worry too much, Madame Yao. When I pledged my resolve to Madame Yukong and departed for the Yuchui, I had already steeled myself for the worst. But, may I ask, does this task of misfortune really have to fall upon me?
I cast a divination today. This task lacks the fire element. Without the whistling flames and the caster's knack for diplomacy, this task cannot succeed. The place you're heading to is crawling with gang members. If they pick a fight, you can try to drop the name Xianzhou's #1 assassin, and they might step aside.
Do not worry, General. I have journeyed far and wide with the merchant guilds for years, and faced no shortage of danger. A handful of gangsters is hardly difficult to deal with.
If you're not afraid of danger, then why have you not set out yet? Shall I read your fortune and give you a little peace of mind?
What I fear is that fortune-telling of yours. No, what I really fear is you, Madame Yao.
Afraid of me? Am I so notorious on the Xianzhou Lafu?
I've heard many tales about you. After the Battle of the Fanghu, you willingly surrendered your command token and became a general in name only, with neither troops nor soldiers. They also say that the seer strategist, for the sake of a tiny chance at victory, stood by as her mentor went to a noble death, treated the countless lives of dead verdant knights as nothing more than numbers consumed in her divinations, and even...
Are you afraid that I, the cold-blooded diviner, might send you to your doom here in Planarcadia? Bold words for a little fox.
It's just a bit of my curiosity about you, General. I hoped you could clear up a few of my doubts.
Seems like I wasn't wrong about you. Few can face a Xianzhou general with such composure and dignity. No wonder you can make such a bold statement. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay? They say you survived a Lord Ravager's deadly clutches thanks to luck, but I believe it was your unbreakable resilience that carried you through.
You flatter me, Madame Yao. One must glean some wisdom to be worthy of enduring such a life-and-death ordeal. If we surpass the gods only in cruelty and heartlessness,
then that would be our complete failure, in my eyes.
Excellent. I couldn't agree more. Miss Ting-Yoon, you've passed the interview.
Ever since I escaped death, I swore never again to be a pawn for heartless chess players. And Madame Yao, you've passed my test too.
I know you're not interested in empty talk, so let's get down to business. Miss Ting-Yoon, our Yuchue business delegations are treated much better than what you get on the La Fu when they set out on official missions. They get 5 meals a day.
General, I really don't have such a large appetite.
For the duration of the delegation's mission, you'll receive 6 times the usual allowance, and all expenses will be fully reimbursed.
Such a generous offer. To be honest, that makes me even more nervous. Head to Dovebrook District, locate the Sinwish Syndicate contact, use the passphrase you gave me to establish contact, and do not reveal my true name. If there's nothing more to it, is this task really worth 6 times the pay?
You're the kind of talent worthy of such a reward. After all, we diviners are no different from you merchants. Even when we hit a dead end, we still have to bargain and carve out the faintest chance. Merchants strive for profitable opportunities, while diviners reach for a sliver of luck.
Looks like my mission bears significant weight in Madame Yao's reading of fate. In that case, I shall depart.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey. Go, Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Time to get down to business. Where could the Sinwish Syndicate be hiding? The contact from the Syndicate should stand out.
Blazing hot, fiery strong, insanely smart.
Please, tell the boss I want to return to the Sinwish Syndicate.
Ma'am, maybe it's time to rest in peace. Don't you remember dying during that mission a few weeks ago? The you right now is just a lingering obsession left behind. According to the provisions of the Fey Kind Protection Act, ghosts are not considered the same as they were while alive. In other words, you are a new Imagine. Barely 3 months.
Are you a lawyer or a gangster? I gave my life for the Sinwish Syndicate, and now...
These two are members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Don't you get it? The old you's dead. And even your criminal record got wiped clean. The leader's trying to say that now you've got a chance to keep to the straight and narrow. You shouldn't come back to the gang. How am I supposed to convince you? Hey, Fox Girl,
I'm just a Xianzhou person here to talk business. Could you tell me which way to the Sinwish Syndicate? I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal.
Business? The Sinwish Syndicate office is just across the river. Have a safe journey.
He doesn't seem to have understood the passphrase. But the news that the Xianzhou's #1 assassin is coming is all... Those people over there, are they also members?
Bro, how much longer do we have to wait? What, are your legs giving out? Idiot. The boss told us to wait here as a show of respect. Now behave yourselves!
Could that big guy be the contact from the Sinwish Syndicate?
Hey, you fox over there. You've been staring at us long enough. Got something to say?
May I ask, is this the Sinwish Syndicate's turf up ahead?
Yeah, so what?
I should act tough, and say less than what I want to say. Since this is the Sinwish Syndicate's turf ahead, Not only am I going in, you will invite me in.
What did you say? You hear it.
I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
You're the guest our boss invited? Hold on. I nearly fell for that. Looking all delicate. How could you possibly be— Spill it! How did you know the passphrase?
Why don't you take off your sunglasses and let me see if you still have your eyes? The Xianzhou's #1 assassin is nothing more than a nickname coined by the common folk. I have always considered myself a merchant.
A merchant?
Isn't a hired killer the oldest trade in the world? By the way, Mr. Imagine, do you know why they call me #1?
You never miss a shot?
Not quite. I kill in bulk. The way to keep business going is to offer a little extra. If they pay for one person to be silenced, I throw in 2 more. With that hot temper of yours, always picking fights, you've probably given your boss plenty of headaches. I doubt the boss would mind if I took you as a bonus kill.
You punk! How dare you disrespect the underboss!
Shut up, all of you! The boss's orders come first. My name is Kostai. Sorry about my underling's rudeness earlier. I'll cut a finger off later to make amends.
There's no need for that. I only collect heads, not fingers.
No worries. It won't be my finger anyway.
These brutes should be easy to handle. They've never seen the face of the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, so this'll be—
What should I call you? Yelling assassin, assassin every time just won't cut it.
Just call me...
Terror in Fog. That name oozes menace. Complete.
Now then, can you lead the way?
That's the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters across the river. Quite impressive, don't you think? Please, follow me.
Is this the passage in the painting?
Of course. The Sinwish Syndicate has it under our command for now.
Underboss, you're back! Thanks for your hard work. Welcome home, Underboss!
Is this the one the
Underboss, I mean no disrespect, but is this frail woman really the one the boss—
That's right. Her name is the Terror in Fog. Spread the word that the Sinwish Syndicate has secured—
Underboss, beat me if you want, but I gotta say, are you serious? Are we really counting on this delicate woman for the Phantasmoon
The Phantasmoon games. Is that why they hired a Stellar?
These Phantasmoon games are a once-in-a-lifetime chance for the Sinwish Syndicate to rise. This woman doesn't look like she has what it takes.
Underboss, we haven't been duped, have we? If word gets out,
All of you, shut up! Useless. Lady Terror in Fog would wipe the floor with you even if you all came at once. Since you doubt her, why not let Lady Terror in Fog show you a few— Lady Terror in Fog, what do you say? I can find you a few sparring partners. No need to hold back.
I thought you were naive, but looks like you're just playing good cop, bad cop to test me.
Ah, I'm neither good nor bad. Just opportunistic.
Still playing dumb, huh?
Boss of the Sinwish Syndicate. Your people wouldn't be doing this on their own. I know you can hear me. I came for business. Making friends would be a fine bonus. But if not, that's fine with me. If you still want this deal, cut the tricks.
A real expert is something else. You speak with such overwhelming presence, though we barely understand a word. Come on, show us a move. We fight and bleed every day, and that's the only way we'll be
Oh no. These brutes are not interested in a win-win.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to...
Looks like it's time. Huh?
Just keep alive and open the 2nd strategy pouch once you're done.
What kind of strategy is this?
Looks like Lady Terranfog isn't impressed with your skills. Out of my... When I was young, I dreamed of becoming a musician. But fate had other plans, and I was dragged into a world. But even then, I never let go of my love for music and rhythm. Even in battle, I kept honing my sick. That's how I forged my one-of-a-kind fighting style. They call...
Oh, Crit! The underboss is getting serious!
Lady Terranfog, I humbly challenge you. Show the Sinwish
Looks like I'll have to hold back against these reckless brutes.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
My purpose.
Set to the seas of blaze!
There's more.
As expected of the Terranfog. Such incredible strength!
The power of destruction within me. It's still hard to control. Madam Yao, I've done everything in my power to keep them alive, as you said.
Dragons, obey soaring above the land. This is permanent!
I can't hold myself back!
This is more than a battle. Set to the seas of blaze!
We have the edge.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Some value, I suppose.
Fight to live!
I don't want to take your life. Back down while you...
A true warrior of the Sinwish Syndicate fears no death. Don't underestimate my resolve.
Underboss, bad news. 2 more weird dudes just showed up.
Cut your bull.
Never thought visiting an ally would mean crashing into a local gang's hall.
Oh. This will take some explaining.
What a twist of fate. But for us to...
You two, stand down. Listen well. This...
do you dare to...
Xianzhou's #1.
Huh? Wait, What do you mean, Xianzhou's #1 assassin?
Even a cunning hare keeps 3 burrows. Who ever told you there was only one?
So, there are 3...
No, it's 300. Times have changed. The title Xianzhou's #1 assassin is already a brand. The organization's 7th-ranked Holovian Reaper, the Winged Death Knell. He sends every... And this one is the 2nd-ranked assassin in the organization. A ruthless killer surpassed only by me. His spear strikes like a falling star.
Then you are...
You can call me... Whistling?
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Come on, madam. It's pointless to say anything now. If you want this gentleman to know you speak the truth, let our brother show off a bit of his spear work. That...
I say, Costide, you insisted on testing them and got nothing out of it, did you? If you would let them...
Boss! I cannot hand your grand enterprise over.
You are the one who hired us? The boss of the Sin...
That's me! I am Polewave, current leader of the Sandwich Syndicate. My apologies. Our gang is full of roughnecks. I will make sure they are disciplined. As for that business, we'll discuss it upstairs.
Long time no see, Lady Tingyun. It's been a while since we last met in Penacony.
I am truly grateful for your quick thinking. To avoid revealing too much, I made up false names and titles for you two just now. If you were offended, then I beg your forgiveness. This place is a hotbed of trouble. What brings you to here?
When Sunday and I contacted the Xianzhou delegation, they asked for our help. They claimed someone from their group had lost their way here in a foreign land and was captured by a local gang, and they wanted us to help. It was clear there was more to the story, but...
Who would have thought? It turned out to be true.
Lost? Captured? There must be some misunderstanding. Alas, this rumor was likely a destiny arranged by...
Did you just say Madame Yao? Do you mean the seer strategist from the Xianzhou Yutue?
I happened to hear of her back in Penacony too. They say she is the diviner general, one who lives in seclusion. Did the Alliance send her this time? Lady Tingyun, you stepped into such danger yourself. Do you have a vital mission?
You two are no strangers, so I will speak plainly. She's the one who sent me here on this mission. The Sinwish Syndicate invited the notorious Xianzhou's #1 assassin with the intention of hiring this person to participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the delegation's intelligence revealed that the person was none other than the Stellaron Hunter.
Him?
I assumed the title to come here, to uncover why the Stellaron Hunters are involved. And...
So, how's it going so far?
by sheer twists of fate, everything has gone smoothly so far. But as for what comes next, I still don't know anything either. Still, Madame Yao entrusted me with 3 pouches before I departed. Each said to hold a stratagem. Well, let us call them stratagems for now.
A strategy pouch?
So you revealed my identity after all. No worries, I've sent you some backup. Use them however you like. Open the 3rd pouch only after you've met the Sinwish Syndicate's boss.
No wonder they also call Madame Yao the Crosstalk General.
The what, General?
It says the 2 of you will help me clear the way, so I can safely meet the Sinwish Syndicate's...
This place is perilous. Of course, as for the Stellaron Hunters, I too find them intriguing. Dan Heng, will you help me gather a bit more information?
Of course. Thank you.
I gotta say, this place is decorated with a touch of style.
A gang does not always flaunt brute force.
Gee, before I even realized, the scenery of Dovebrook became unrecognizable. Back then, who would have imagined iron hulks running wild on the streets? Let alone us gang members being treated like vermin.
You didn't call us here just to reminisce, did you?
Of course not. Please forgive Corstide's rude little test. That narrow-minded fella never understands why young people flock to things that come from other planets. Like Megatron, masked heroes, and the Astral Express. What he does not see is that while cosmic novelties are more enticing, big shots that hail from the cosmos are even more fearsome. Wouldn't you agree?
You're a clever one, so there's no point in keeping up this charade. We're not Xianzhou's #1 assassins. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I might not live as long as those Xianzhou folks, but I got a decent eye for sizing people up. Now, you may not be the #1 assassin, right? But your skills surpass even such assassins. So I don't care who you are. I pay good money for a sharp blade. But I don't give a fig about its brand.
And where do you intend to use this blade?
On the Sinwish Syndicate.
What?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not looking for bloodshed. Instead, I intend to perform surgery on the Sinwish Syndicate. Through certain connections, I secured this mask of elation. The entry pass to the Eonic game. Now, you claim the name of Xianzhou's #1 assassins, huh? So surely you came for this.
You are our employer. Therefore, the festival's prize should rightfully be yours.
Aeon? I harbor no such unrealistic desire. I'll leave this prize for you to claim as your reward. I'm happy enough to share in a bit of your glory. Whether you win or lose, all I ask is that when the press comes a-knocking, you say this. You were sponsored by the Sandwich Syndicate of Duffbrook. That is enough for me.
So this is a sponsorship deal? The Sinwish Syndicate only wants fame?
Since we are not truly in your employ, are you not afraid we might break our promise and ignore your request?
If you truly cared nothing for what I asked, why even raise the question, huh? As I said before, I may not have the long life of the Xianzhou people, but I do know how to judge people.
One more question from me, please. Why are you so set on chasing fame?
In Planarcadia, Imagination exists due to wish power. And that wish power comes from the attention, curiosity, and demands humans place upon these imaginations. The Sinwish Syndicate was founded to provide for those imaginations who were ignored, had no wish power, and were not needed by humanity. Unfortunately, ever since that seashell woman rose to power, our path of blood and violence had run its course. That's why I want the Sinwish Syndicate to take on a new form. One that will draw more attention than ever before. The Sinwich Strangeling Pension Foundation, huh? What do you think of the name?
It's a cozy and heartwarming name.
So, will the three of you, accept this job?
Mr. Polewave's goal is surprisingly grounded. A gang leader won't survive this long by relying on bodyguards. It's about having a sharp instinct for survival.
He wants to launder his gang clean, but that will not be easy. In my view, the underboss may not see eye to eye with his boss. My thanks to you both. With your protection, I managed to leave without harm. Yet, we carried off the mask meant for the so-called Xianzhou's #1 assassin. When I think of it that way, this mask feels thorny in my hands.
That man. He seeks to enter the Phantom Moon Games? What does he plan to do?
Whatever his purpose, this matter is grave. I'm afraid I must take my leave for now and report to General Yao Guang before making any decisions.
No need for that. I've been waiting here for you all for some time.
Madam Yao, you came in person?
Well, you see, I must admit I passed false information to the two behind you, sending them on a wild goose chase. I should personally ask for their forgiveness. As for why I am here, Miss Tingyun, you still have not opened the third pouch, have you?
That's true.
Whatever they give you, just take it all and bring them to me.
What kind of after-the-fact strategy is this?
General, had you spoken plainly, Sunday and I would never have refused you. Why did you lie to us and claim that someone was lost and captured?
I didn't lie. If not for the appearance of the former Vidyadhara High Elder and the runaway Master of Penacony, Miss Tingyun would still be trapped in those brutes' endless probing. Her being lost and captured was exactly the future I divined. I also foresaw bloodshed awaiting the Sinwish Syndicate. Had it come true, it would have been because Miss Tingyun failed to restrain her strength during the clash. Yet, with you two here, the gangsters' lives were spared.
You even foresaw the anomaly with my body.
Sometimes even when fate is foreseen, it cannot be changed. Fortunately, things did not come to the worst. As for Mr. Sunday, I've heard so much about you. With my 1,000 feathered eyes, I had the privilege of watching the broadcast of your entire goddess-ending feat in Penacony from far away. Truly magnificent.
Let's not speak of that misstep anymore, General. Rather, we have brought back the mask, as you asked. How do you intend to use it? Surely not just to hold it and block the Stellaron Hunter's entry.
That was the plan, but from one cost spring 100 outcomes. Now that the mask is in my hands, there are many possibilities. What do you say about using it to lure Blade here and strike him down together? Or perhaps I could wear the mask myself and personally compete in the Phantom Moon Games. That'd be interesting, right? Each mask used is gone for good. The Stellaron hunters will be left with a real headache. That'd be truly killing two birds with one stone.
Madam Yao, this is deadly business. It's no laughing matter.
Deadly. Miss Tingyun, that is exactly why I am here. Not to put Blade in his grave, that is. His ties to the Xianzhou have long since frayed. There was no need for me to snatch someone else's assignment and come here only for his sake.
Snatch someone else's assignment?
So the Xianzhou envoy was supposed to be someone else?
To be frank, this journey to Planarcadia was meant for Jingyuan, the Divine Foresight. The Lawfu Cloud Knights recently returned from the great battle against Iron Tomb, and the honor should have been his. Yet, before his departure, I cast several divinations on all parties involved and received this result.
Incineration, death, abandonment. I may not know divination, but even I can tell that there is no good omen.
Unfortunately, the two top diviners of the Yuchui and the Lafu, in other words, my junior sorer, Fu Xuan, and I, cross-checked each other's extrapolations and came to the same astonishing conclusion. An Arbiter General will fall in this Arcadia of elation.
Even so, you're still taking the mission meant for Jingyuan?
Yes. I contacted the Marshal and took over the task. I've simply never seen such a bizarre fate and wanted to witness it.
Even if it means your death?
It's only death. If I can die in these Phantasmoon games to achieve a moment of godhood, then my death won't have sullied the Xianzhou's honor. Miss Tingyu, hand me the mask.
Well done. You have hit your fitness goal. Another active and fulfilling day.
Sorry, Sunday. My body instinctively sensed danger.
Once the mask for joining the Phantasmoon games is worn, it binds tightly to the supplicant and manifests the shape of the wearer's soul. I read something like this in the Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. It's confirmed now. This mask is indeed genuine. Congratulations, Mr. Sunday. You're now a supplicant in the Aeonic game.
What exactly are you trying to do, Seer Strategist? Twice now you've acted without warning. Do you mean to make an enemy out of the Astral Express?
Dan Heng, let me take care of this.
Sunday, are you planning to fight?
Don't worry, I'm no match for this general. General Yao Guang, how do you pierce my thoughts? I ran a check with my tuning, and there were no signs of any outside intrusion.
They say a diviner can't read hearts. I call that the excuse of mediocrity. Mr. Sunday, you're fascinated by the Phantasmoon games. You even wondered, what if I wore this mask, didn't you?
You can even divine thoughts like that?
No, I'm simply good at seeing using my eyes. Though Mr. Sunday never asked to examine the mask, he's glanced at it at least 3 times since we started the conversation. Given the character and manners of someone as noble as him, I can't think of any motive for this action but genuine interest.
Sunday?
Yes, I did think of it. For a moment, I even considered putting it on.
So, I merely gave you what you desired. This is no trap. It's just an unexpected gift. During the Phantasmoon games, I'll give every ounce of aid I can to help you seize your chance to have an audience with the Aeon.
General Yao Guang, as far as I know, throwing out heavy profits first is usually a lure to make others lose. We've only just met. I don't understand why you'd go this far.
Why belittle yourself? Every move I've made is to carve a sliver of possibility from the impossible. With my eye of Ishvara, I see you're the only one in this land who doesn't need to do a thing for me. Simply acting on your own will can bring change.
Your own will?
Indeed. Dan Heng, I do want to learn more about this world. Because this world of elation fascinates me. Is Planarcadia truly a paradise? An Arcadia that its name claims? I once pursued a mistaken vision of paradise with stubborn resolve. Even now, I can't say for sure what a true paradise should look like. That's why I want to see with my own eyes whether this Arcadia lives up to its name.
So then, as long as Mr. Sunday acts, that omen of death Madame Yao foresaw.
Of course it would still come to pass.
Did you think just a lavish gift could let you stroll out of Destiny's shackles alive?
Pardon me for butting in, but does the Xianzhou know about this?
This is such serious business. I'd never make this decision on my own. I've talked it over with the 6 charioteers of the Yuchue. If something happens to me, I'll line up a solid successor. She headed to the Yuchue on the day I left on this mission, just in case anything went wrong. There, with the other potential successors picked by the 6 charioteers, she'll train at the Omniscience Sapientia Academe in divination arts, war strategies, and civil governance.
You mean Lady Fushuan? She'd take over the Yuchue after you?
Fushuan? What Fushuan? If I don't make it back from this trip, maybe Qingchue from the Luofu Divination Commission could take the seer strategist position and command the Yuchue. Qingchue and Yuchue. Whew, what a perfectly rhymed match. As for the details, shall we discuss this somewhere else, you three?
Map says the Ashen Detective Agency should be right here. But why is there just a magazine publisher's office?
Holy for bowling! Big drama hit Graphia Academy!
A furbo? Taking photos? You really can find anything in the land blessed by a huh? Let's go ask for directions. Hey, little furbo. Know if there's an Ashen Detective Agency nearby?
Beats me! But if I find 10,000 credits on the ground, I might recall the spot.
10,000 for directions? Fine. Job first. Oh, wow. Looks like 10,000 credits from my account just hopped to end up in yours for no reason. Now, spill.
Whoa! Generous, miss! The place you're looking for is upstairs. That detective's renting my boss's space for his agents, but he's zonked out in the day, and his doors are locked at night. No clue how he earns any money. Maybe he's a vampire?
So they're closed? Then how do I meet them?
Beats me. But if I find...
You stinky furbo! Begging for a
time to go!
Hi, I'm Narrator, receptionist at the Ashen Detective Agency, and the assistant of that Mr. Detective.
Narrator? What sane person gives their pet that name?
That would be the dude upstairs. By the way, that mangy furbo didn't fleece you, right?
It did. A full 10,000.
Do you want me to catch that sneaky furbo?
Nah, save your breath. Got it fixed. Money's back in my account, plus the last 26.5 credits from that guy's account balance.
Oh, not bad, Punklordian hacker.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. So, would you mind showing me the way?
This way, please, Ms. Hacker. Sorry, but you will have to take a side path. The landlord of this magazine office fled to watch his debts. And creditors have been...
So, there's even a shooting button. That's interesting. Why are there so many furbos?
They're all employees of this magazine company.
Why does this scene feel like a punishment round from a game?
Office survival way more brutal than any game.
This is where the detective lives?
Yes, his office and living quarters are one and the same.
Visitors being rare.
Please, come with me. Time to get up, Mr. Ashvale.
How many times do I have to say it? Just leave the delivery at the door. To disturb my sleep?
Mr. Ashvale, this lady is not here for food delivery.
Oh, then she must be here to kill me.
Sadly, not that either.
What do you mean, sad?
Not here to deliver food and not here to kill me. How strange. Oh, then you must be a client. You are here to hire me for a case.
Your order of guesses is a little heartbreaking. Yes, I am here to commission you. Something.
Oh,
A person, along with an ancient mask that should have been mine.
Interesting. Are you here to join the Phantom Moon Games?
At that moment, a cloud of suspicion rises in the detective.
Mr. N, stop the voiceover when we're talking business.
Oh, stop! You pay me 900 credits an hour plus 2 bananas just for this, don't you?
Yes, but at least throw me a few clues while you work. Between the detective and their assistant, at least one of them should know a thing or two about deduction, right?
A name flashed through the otherwise empty mind of the detective. This unremarkable-looking girl was, in fact, one of the top 10 most wanted terrorists on the IPC's bounty list, a Stellaron hunter.
Kafka!
It's Silverwolf! She's Silverwolf! Mr. Ashvale, did you get your head caught in the fridge door or something?
I feel like I need to wipe my personal data again.
One of the Interastral Peace Corporation's most wanted fugitives with the highest bounties comes to commission a broke detective. Ooh. I have seen plenty of stories like this. So, the next thing would be me getting dragged into a massive conspiracy and forced to run for my life, right?
Drop the paranoia. I came to you because I hacked into the Security Bureau's criminal record system. What I found was shocking. In all those bizarre police cases, you were hired again and again. The curious case of the Harmony Sect Communion, the mystery of the Ghost Bullet Worm Express, the serial ghost resurrection incident, the super non-serial locked room murders at Kooky House, you helped solve them all. You may not be the most famous, but you're probably the most capable detective around here, right?
Is nothing private anymore. Whatever, tell me, how did you lose your mask?
Today was supposed to be our meeting with the Sinwish Syndicate.
All right, now let's talk about the commission fee.
Excuse me, I haven't even finished my sentence yet.
A true great detective can know a case without ever leaving the room.
While he sleeps, I gather the intel. We already have the basics about today's fiasco with the Sinwish Syndicate, and those 3 Cienjo #1 assassins who scammed the mask.
Can you handle it? Money is not a problem. Do you take dirty money?
Sorry, no dirty money. And please do not withdraw your payment plus the account balance after paying.
Oh, then how about this? this is the IPC's turf, right? Turn me in for the bounty. You take the reward, and I bolt afterward. We Stellaron hunters sometimes use that trick to raise funds.
Or maybe we could discuss the possibility of taking dirty money? 30 million credits? Pay us after the work's done.
Deal. I'll try to get that money over the next few days. Here's my contact info. Update me the moment you have any news.
Pay us after the work? When did our office have a rule like that?
That rule got made just now. Oh, my dear Mr. N, did you truly want to take dirty money? I have come up with another way to make money. Let me reach out to a certain big shot. Madam Pearl, I've obtained solid...
Mr. Ashvale, the chance of you initiating a call at this hour is under 5%. Let me guess. Perhaps you are finally ready to consider...
No, I found the trail of the Stellaron hunters. They are here in Planarcadia, and they even plan to crash the Phantom Moon Games. I can send you her coordinates quietly, without anyone noticing.
Quietly, without any...
The Phantom Moon Games? The moment your IPC chose to speedrun it, it was fated to be more than just a game of fun. And you want...
We should have taken that hacker's deal earlier and turned her in for the bounty.
An unexpected bonus. So Pearl still has other masks hidden away. That makes things much easier. Seems that listening in on one's partners after wrapping up business is a habit worth keeping. Hey, lady.
Did you find the mask?
Not yet, but I've got a new lead. We might have lost one mask, so I just need to find another.
Fine. Promise me this. Next time, don't take contracts on the dark web using names like Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Okay. By the way, can you tell me what script Elio gave you this time?
A completely blank page.
So, what you're saying is that this Miss Sparksy, who was originally just a virtual avatar... I get it. So it's just a typical case of the idiogenerative imaginate phenomenon. Yeah, you could say that, according to the old superstition. Modern science believes that when something receives excessive attention, it would suddenly gain life and becomes an imaginate due to the accumulation of too much weight.
What kind of modern science is that supposed to be?
Planarcadia's modern science, of course. Heading out? Where to? Oh, you mean going to Graphia Academy to arrest this elite... we can't. I just received notice from the Department of Aberration Defense. The first Although you're honored guests of the Astral Express, you seem completely unfamiliar with the laws and customs of this world. During the Phantom Moon Games, we do not traditionally interfere with supplicants' actions. That's their privilege. In other words, since she's a supplicant, we security officers can't do anything unless she causes actual... You say she took a school hostage, but the intel I have says otherwise. Oh, right. The news broadcast is about to start.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report.
Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Snowy.
We've entered year 1999 of the Arcadian calendar. What an...
Over 500 years ago, a famous prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true?
You idiot! Are you cursing our viewers? They didn't tune in to hear your fear-mongering nonsense?
Yes! Incredibly, after just 15 years, the Phantom Moon is full again, and
Which supplicants will appear in these Phantom Moon games? And what mind-blowing miracles will they bring to everyone? With permission from the Department of Aberration Defense, we'll be following and reporting just now the first masked
How intriguing! Who are they? Wow! Internet famous streamer!
As an ideogenitive imagine, Miss Sparksy's birth wasn't approved by the Department of Aberration Defense. But that hardly matters at this point. What sort of miracle does this live streamer plan to produce during the Phantom Moon Games?
Yoo-hoo! And we're back from the commercial break. A big thank you to Love Insurance for being the title sponsor of today's Sparks. One person, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one person. Ta-da! Time for the big reveal! Everyone, follow along with me. Marge, say hi to the camera. Sparksy, don't you dare mess with me. I'll have you know I'm the disciple of General Jing Yuan of the Luofu and General Huayan of the... My, Marge seems quite worked up. Is it because she's a... All right, then. Now, let me All right, that wraps up our interview for now. Thank you all for your... In 3 hours, I'll be hosting a special live stream performance, Sparksicon, alongside our special guests, the legendary Nameless from the Astral Express. Tell your friends, your family, even your enemies. Let's set aside all the...
Now, see, Miss Sparksy was just doing a program with your friend. It's fine, really.
So these are the Nameless of the Astral Express?
That's hilarious! I heard they're supposed to be great heroes who saved up...
Darn it! Soon the whole of Planarcadia will be saying Sparksy caught the Astral Express crew in one go and made us the butt of jokes.
Oh, right. Please keep this Phantom Moon Games emergency response guide safe. Some sections in it might come in handy. If there's nothing else, I'll be...
See? I told you so. Even calling the police was useless. Right now, you're the... And that red boss lady of yours. She's here too.
Are you all right? Did you get hurt when you ran away? So, March and Welt are both trapped in Graphia Academy now? And... No, it's not your fault. I underestimated the complexity of the situation behind these games. Coming back to my homeland was meant to be a relaxing vacation for everyone. And I also wanted you and March to experience the atmosphere of elation in this world. Throughout the history of the Phantom Moon Games, there have been many instances of cooperation between supplicants. But this time, forces from across the cosmos have turned this into their own high-stakes poker table. Rather than honoring the elation, these players are far more eager to savor victory for themselves, itching to knock everyone else out of the game. Sparksy is one such troublemaker. It's dangerous to rush back to school on courage alone, when we don't know what Sparksy has done, and for every supplicant, there are 3 key acts that must be completed once the Phantom Moon Games begin. The roll call, the miracle, and the promotion. Sparksy has completed the roll call. She took the mask and declared her entry into the games, drawing everyone's attention to the news that the first supplicant has appeared. Next, she must strive to make a miracle happen. bear the people's wishes and answer with a great feat. If I'm not mistaken, Sparksy is waiting for us to walk right into her trap. For her, there couldn't be a better opponent than the Astral Express for this first battle, but what could be more earth-shattering than defeating a renowned cosmic hero on a battlefield of her own? So here's the question, Sparkle. Based on what you know about this imposter, what's her real agenda for joining the games? Simply toying with and defeating the Express crew alone won't be enough.
Sure, she's a fake. But she's still a fake of Miss Sparkle. Guessing won't get us far. If you ask me, we should check out the tavern. Might find some leads there.
The Masked Fool's headquarters. The World's End Tavern.
That's right. How could we pull off something this insane without Miss Sparkle's prized collection? That imposter must have known this well. Before this operation, she definitely went to the tavern, using my name. Most fools can't tell the difference between me and that imposter. Or maybe they just don't care. But if we can find out who I talked to, and which treasures I stole from my collection of items, we'll naturally figure out what that imposter is up to.
That's a good plan, but I can't let you act alone. Can you take both of us into the tavern?
Take this business card. The address of the tavern is printed on it. However, you'll have to find your own way to the tavern. That's been the rule since it was established, and there's nothing I can do about it. Since there's still time, I'll head out first. You two can come over when you're ready.
Relax. To step into the Elation's right, what you need the most is don't dance to your enemy's tune. Find your own. Now it's our turn to set the Dovebrook District. It's been a while since I've been home. Perfect timing. Don Hung and Sunday have made some new discoveries. Don't get your hopes up too high. Looks like this vacation trip has gone right back to our usual trouble magnet mode.
Now this is the kind of vacation the Nameless just has to savor.
Furbo snapped a pic of me on this street without my consent just now.
Fame isn't exactly good news for the Nameless. We're almost at Dovebrook District.
Quite a bustling district. Is this really where Himiko lived back then?
It's been 15 years since I've been back. I wonder what's become of these houses now. If they're being rented out, or if they've been sold off already. Perhaps they've become like the Graffia family. Nothing but empty shells of their... Let's go. Stay... This place seems to have changed a lot.
Holy for... Rest assured, I haven't forgotten a...
This Furbo was actually waiting outside the magazine's office just to make amends?
And you?
Would you mind coming into our magazine office to talk? Let's discuss compensation.
It looks like the magazine publisher has taken over this entire building. Strictly speaking, the entire street where this building stands belongs to my family's estate. It's said that, in their heyday, the Graphia family owned property all across Planarcadia. But by my generation, very little was left. When my journey reaches its end, will anyone in this world be able to inherit anything from me? Silly child. What nonsense are you talking about? Come, let's go inside the magazine office and see what this little Furbo is up to.
Paraprince! I brought quite an impressive creditor. Beep beep. Debt collector signal detected. I'm out of here. Don't run! It's the Great Raccoon Beep Boop.
Family or not, you're all just here to collect debts, aren't you?
Great Raccoon, a jerk of a company president ditched everyone to dodge the debts. We brothers haven't gotten paid in months. As you can see from our sorry state, even if you sold us all for Furbo Hot Pot, you wouldn't get much money back. But I've got a plan. We can work together for some mutual Raccoon Furbo benefits. After all, right now, the hottest news in all of Planar. Once you become the company president, Great Raccoon, Furbobo Weekly can go full throttle for you. Becoming the Expresses in no time, Furbobo Weekly will be the #1 gossip magazine. We won't have to worry about our salaries, and Great Raccoon won't have to... No way! No way! As your devoted fans, me and my bros sincerely want to compensate you handsomely for your...
A magazine publisher? Now that is interesting. What do you... These Furbos may be crafty and full of tricks, but they can definitely help us out. A media outlet working for you, and a network of informants who can run around everywhere? Having a logistics team like that during the Phantasmoon games would come with many perks. And best of all, they're free.
Being a company president is actually super easy. Just follow me.
No danger detected. But never let your guard down.
That's all it takes? Okay, from now...
Woohoo! Great Raccoon is our new company president! Ha! Whatever mission you assign, we brothers will get it done for you. In return, make sure you create some big news. Oh, and that journalist Virgo who wrote that slander about you? HR will fire him. We don't need an employee around here who's got... I heard a supplicant has appeared at Graphia Academy. Should we? No problem. All right.
Looks like you're already getting into the groove of being a We're pretty much done here, and Don Hung and Sunday should be arriving soon as well. I'll just...
Miss Himiko, we're here.
Slower than expected, huh? Looks like you had quite a harvest.
That's, difficult.
Miss Himiko. And Benefactor is here too.
Miss Tingyun, are you representing the Xianzhou on this diplomatic...
This is a matter of great importance. A humble girl like me doesn't have that kind of standing. I'm just tagging along with General Yao Guang of the Yuchui to help out with odd jobs. I happened to run into these two on the way.
The seer strategist. What happened on this journey?
Sorry, there was a bit of a hiccup. I accidentally put on a mask of elation. Now I'm a supplicant in the Phantom Moon Games.
Well, that's quite unexpected.
I know the Express has been seeking to join the Phantom Moon Games, and I've been quite curious about that. Sorry. Did I make things more complicated than they needed to be?
No need to apologize, Sunday. You are a companion of the Trailblaze. No Nameless would ever stop a companion from finding their own path.
Many thanks.
But... wait... Did you just say accidentally?
It's a long story. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for General Yao Guang to explain it herself.
She was with us just now, but somehow disappeared without a trace.
Madame Yao is always like this. She probably disappeared suddenly to deal with something urgent.
This seer strategist is just as elusive as the rumors say. Should we wait for her?
No need. I wouldn't dare impose. The tides of fate shifted. I had to delay my steps to arrive at the proper time. I asked for your understanding. Oh my. Counting me, we make exactly 6. Let me do some calculations. Your fortune in the coming days looks grim. You'd better watch out. Wheel. Makes sense. You got what you wanted today. The fates spell danger. This matter is most likely connected to that blade. Ah, the little fox's misfortune has overflowed into good luck. She's blessed with constant good fortune, a true harbinger of prosperity. Huh. That's weird. I can't see yours. So, you're that trailblazer Fushuan mentioned.
Your reputation precedes you, seer strategist. I'm Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express. Whatever's on your mind, you can discuss it with me.
My sincerest apologies. When a diviner encounters someone whose fate is unfathomable, we can't help but feel 3 parts excited, 3 parts flustered, 3 parts curious, and 1 part awestruck.
What do you mean by unfathomable?
My eye of Ishvara can scan the aura of fortune surrounding each of you, manifesting as weal or woe signs above your foreheads. I'd like to divine your fortunes as a welcome gift. However, this person really surprised me. I can't see anything from her at all. Are you really free to try any choice? To do anything you want? Does an Ishvara like you actually exist in this world? Everyone has options in life. But some options, they can't help you escape your fate.
What do you think this means, General?
As an Ishvara, their mere presence in the playfield creates a variable in the game. It's both a blessing and a curse. As I said before, the weal and woe of us 6 align with the 6 lines of divination. If she represents woe, then the hexagram falls to water, where dangers lurk above and below, spelling doom. If she brings weal, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, presenting a great opportunity to strike. Auspicious.
So, the fate of our journey in Planarcadia rests on her decision.
It's not as mystical as it sounds. While an Ishvara has far greater freedom of choice than ordinary people, they're still caught in the currents of fate. I just want to remind you to choose wisely.
Back to business. I take it you're not just here to read our fortunes?
I am here to greet everyone, to apologize to the Express Navigator for my previous indiscretions, and to borrow someone from you.
Miss Himeko, now you understand how I ended up wearing this mask.
I get it. She says she wants to borrow you for an operation. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're not comfortable refusing, I can speak up for you.
Oh, you two. No need for whispers. I can hear you loud and clear.
How did you... Well, since the General heard us, would you mind telling us your reasons for doing this?
I'm collecting variables. During this journey, I'll be acting as unpredictably and irrationally as possible. Don't be surprised. Some Arbiter Generals excel in battle with their wit and valor. Others master the art of forging weapons. And some guard the netherworld with their lives. I, however, fight for the Alliance by calculating and manipulating fate itself, peeking into the future. I'm here to discuss matters regarding the Anti-Destruction Alliance. And then I'll head to Astropolis for the vote. That's the real business. But according to the divination, this Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. When a bird's nest falls, no egg will remain unbroken.
Are you saying we'll all perish along with Planarcadia? What's going on here?
Intel indicates that a serious Xianzhou criminal is attempting to join the Phantom Moon Games. This individual has been infected by the flesh of Shuhu, the emanator of the abundance, and is extremely dangerous. According to my interpretation, his long-suppressed violent nature will eventually become uncontrollable, bringing catastrophic disaster to everyone.
There's no way he could do that.
That's the divination's answer. Rather than asking whether he could, we should ask, how would he do it? My divination shows dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. While the term dragon clash could simply mean fierce battle, could it be foreshadowing a great calamity from your conflict with Blade? Perhaps this prophecy has other interpretations. But with my limited intel right now, I have to prioritize Blade, this most volatile and dangerous factor.
I've heard that different interpretations of prophecies can lead to completely opposite outcomes. Until things become clearer, it's better to reserve judgment.
Let's put that aside for now. In any case, I've brought along a creation forged by Blade himself. If things get out of hand, it might temporarily restore his sanity, giving us a brief chance at victory.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but fate has shifted once again. I must take my leave. To put everyone on the Express at ease, I solemnly swear that Mr. Sunday won't be obligated to do anything for the Xianzhou. On the contrary, our delegation will give him every ounce of aid within our power.
What did you say, General?
Aid within our power? She's gone.
Whoa, that was quick. Madame Yao must be really busy.
Has she vanished into thin air like this before?
Yes. I don't know the details myself. With Madame Yao, it often happens and no one knows when she'll return. She doesn't do it on purpose. Allow me to apologize on her behalf.
No worries. At least we know what the Xianzhou is up to. Right now, 2 companions from the Express are still trapped somewhere. She and I must head to the tavern to uncover some clues.
If Miss Himiko needs my help, please don't hesitate to ask.
Are March and Mr. Yang in trouble? I'll go with you.
No, you and Sunday will act together with the Seer strategist. We're not at the point where we need to call in reinforcements yet. The situation with Blade is unusual. That Seer strategist's concerns aren't just baseless worries. I don't want to see the Phantom Moon Games bring catastrophe. So this is also my request. To put it in the General's words, please do your best to introduce new variables. The IPC, Masked Fools, a Xianzhou General, the Stellaron Hunters, and the Nameless. Some came for the Alliance. Some for the Eon's game. Whatever their reasons, a storm is brewing in the skies over this, but at least we got some good news. Sunday has joined the Phantom Moon Games. He can help us in our showdown against... Let's rendezvous with Sparkle at the tavern. we must uncover why Sparksy entered the Phantasmoon games, and what sort of Sparksicon. When I was little, I heard a few urban legends. They say the entrance to the tavern exists behind every single door in this land. But those who aren't invited, or haven't found their destined path, can never step inside. This time, we already have the Fool's invitation in hand. As for the key to open the door, there's a silly rhyme on the back of the business card. For revelry and drinks galore, no need to search from door to door. Heed the fool's riddle with care to find the key that leads you there. So, about the fool's riddle, got any leads?
Whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is...
Looking up makes sense, but looking down? How exactly do you gaze at the sky? Oh, it seems fate ties you to the tavern. I get it now. The answer is Dovebrook. Many generations ago, the Dovebrook was already a river flowing with countless legends. It's no surprise the legend has it that the master painter Graphia once drew water from the Dovebrook to wash her paintbrushes. Many later, looking at Dovebrook's scenery. Memories from my student days just come flooding. They're not exactly interesting memories. Back then, Dovebrook District was teeming with gangs. There were hooligans running around everywhere, and some really loved messing with the students. I was taller than my peers, and happened to be training in martial arts. To stand up for my juniors, I would occasionally get into scraps with the thugs on the streets. The people who fell into the Dovebrook River would cover the surface like bean sprouts in noodle soup. It all feels like it was just yesterday. Sometimes the thugs fell in. Other times, I took the plunge myself. Back then, I was a bundle of restless energy. The teachers always said I was like a wind-up toy that never stopped banging its drums and cymbals, stirring up a commotion wherever I went. In the blink of an eye, 15 years have passed. Hard to believe someone as reckless and willful as me became the navigator of the Astral Express. Now's not the time to wax sentimental. We've reached the banks of the Dovebrook. So, where's the tavern entrance hidden? According to the business card, the tavern is near the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters. Let's check the other side of the river.
the joke. And one day, a criminal escaped from prison. He ran for his life, but just when freedom seemed within reach, with his pursuers closing in, the man prayed to the river. A voice from the Dove Brook replied, "There's a pedestal of light upon the water. Step up." Criminal wept. "What pedestal of light? It's only the moon mirrored on the water. An image that shatters in a..." You can guess how the Dove Brook answered him. The Dove Brook said, "You're not hammered at all." It's fine. You don't have to buy me a drink as long as I can make you laugh.
That joke sounds like a hint. Could he be a fool from the tavern? Maybe if we find the fragile moon he mentioned, we'll find the way into the tavern.
The moon's reflection. So fragile it shatters at a touch.
Sparkle's riddle says this. Whether looking up or down, they all see the same phantom moon when gazing at the sky. We've gazed at the sky already. From this angle, the moon's reflection... If what the card says is true... Come on, let's take a... Keep going. Chase that moon's reflection. Shatter the moon, and we're one step closer to the tavern. Let's try again. Something's back there. Is that a key? The moon is about to break. Let's try again. The key has dissolved into the water. The water's surface is about to change. Look, the tavern's shadow has appeared. If we follow this path ahead, we should reach the tavern. Watch out! I almost forgot. You're a full-fledged trailblazer now. So this is the World's End Tavern.
No. Allow me to correct you. If you think this is all there is to the tavern, you're so... Like a single grape on a great bunch. This is just the part where the tavern connects to this one.
Sorry, but this looks...
The so-called Planarcadia isn't really an Arcadia either, but who's complaining? Life goes. If you're looking for something that's true to its name, take a ride on the Astral Express. Funny thing is, it's literally a train, you know? Wait, you two are navigator of the Astral Express and the raccoon on board, right? I've seen you in the news. Friends, a big shot is here. A real knee slap.
Really? From the Express?
You're not so freaking way enthusiast, are you?
Express folks come to the tavern too?
Do they even have a sense of humor?
Can I get your autograph?
Sorry, sole of my foot. I'll never wash it again.
Everyone, curb your curiosity. These two are my guests. Even the most mischievous among you should know when to stop and mind your manners.
Oh, well, if it isn't Little Sparkle. Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a fool?
Oh my! Wouldn't a masked fool be better off without the fool? An empty mask sounds even better, no? Put him on mute for 2 hours. If no one flushes him down the golden confessional, he'll be back to hassle me again in 2 hours. All right. Now I can finally entertain my guests without interruptions. You two, this way. Let's talk about the imposter. All right, you two. First round's on me. What'll it be?
We're not here to drink. Time's ticking. Did you find anything on Sparksy?
Don't pull a long face. You'll sour the vintage in the cask. While you were gone, diligent little Sparkle was gathering intel non-stop and didn't waste a single minute. Sparksy. She did come here disguised as me. I called Giovanni. You might not remember him. He's the poor sap who drew the short straw to manage the storage area recently. Old Gio told me that a week ago, I came here and took a few things. Among them was a vial of mimetic virus.
A mimetic virus. No wonder she could take over Graphia Academy and distort Marge and Weld's cognition, making them believe they're a student and teacher.
Close enough. This so-called Sparksicon is a front for spreading a mimetic virus.
Knowing that isn't enough. What type of mimetic virus is she spreading? What are the symptoms? We need more on her plans and actions before we can counter it.
Thought of that already. So I visited a few friends and learned where the imposter's been haunting. To dig up details, we'll have to get hands-on.
Lead the way, then.
Let's move. Stay close.
If you were a ha, a wave of your hand would cure my
Isn't this the Tavern of the Elation? Don't you welcome the laughter, Grease?
You're wrong. It's not been fair. Welcome. See that? Those fools put them as
Ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. After 666 invitations to Aha went unanswered, the younger fools voted to expel the laughter from the Pact of Elation.
Oh, I get it. It's like students expelling a teacher from a classroom. The action is meaningless. The message is loud and clear, though.
All right, Mr. Doorway. I assure you that none of us three is Aha, and none is a morning actor.
Oh, it's Sparkle. Is it really Sparkle? It's not. Listen up, gray-haired lass. If you want me to open, pay the toll with saying a joke. I've been waiting for now. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna break you.
Didn't expect you to have the pull to get me into the tavern. As expected of a detective's assistant.
Back when I still had a sense of humor, a fool gave me an invitation. You can thank him for that. You're really going to see the Stellaron Hunter case through? They can only pay...
What else can I do? The boys need the money. Credits aren't black or white, they're ones and zeros.
All right. I reached out to Costide. He said that one of the 3 people who stole the mask looked familiar. Based on his description, I spent ages sketching the suspect's portrait. And I suspect it might be Don Hung, the nameless from the attic.
Costide, you owe him another favor. No paying this one back, huh? Speaking of which, Don Hong. That's a Xianzhou name, isn't it? Where have I heard that name before?
So, which of these 3 is Don Han? The one with gray hair? The redhead? Or that black-haired girl who looks like she's ready to stir up trouble at any moment? No, no, don't tell.
I know a bit of the Xianzhou language. The word Don can mean red. So Don Han.
Your deduction skills never fail to impress. Fine, I'll just give you the answer. None of these 3...
TV, newspapers, the internet, it's all fake news. What do you expect me to look at?
Let's get down to business. I couldn't find any trace of Don Hung's actions. It's like someone... So I decided to try a different approach. Keep tabs on the other members of the Express crew. Maybe following their trail will lead to clues about the mask.
Nice work, Mr. Wren. They're heading deeper into the tavern. Follow me.
I see, gray hair. The tavern not inviting you sooner was their loss. Come on in.
Is the drink in these barrels really brewed from jokes?
Yep. You know your stuff, man.
Just heard some rumors, that's all.